Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm using the color Culture from the Perception palette from Shayla x ColourPop, and I'm putting this shadow all over my crease. This is gonna be my transition color, so you guys already know. Honestly, I've been loving this palette, so there is a lot of tutorials coming up with this palette in particular. But anyways, just really concentrating this color into my crease and blending it really high up, and I'm doing that in both eyes, obviously. This brush is just a big fluffy brush that I absolutely love for this part. So then I'm going to grab the color called Played Out. This is a dark brown, like it has like a little bit of purple. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this into my crease right below Culture. I should have probably done like a color in between those two colors where it could be easier to blend, but I don't know why I just jumped into Played Out. But I'm really concentrating this into my crease and blending it out. You guys will see I kind of struggle on the blending, but since I'm using very dark shadows, I felt like I needed to jump into a dark shadow right away. So I'm just grabbing this clean brush and just kind of blending everything out. That's basically the main thing when trying to blend colors. You just really need to have a clean brush. So then with that same brush, it's just a fluffy brush. I'm grabbing this color by Urban Decay. I believe it's called H and S and H. I forgot the name, but I will link it down below. It's basically a silver shimmery shadow, and I'm really being messy with this shadow. I'm applying it all over my lid and into my crease and just blending everything in together. This shadow is so pretty. It's like a gunmetal kind of smoky shadow. I don't know how to explain it. It's really, really pretty on its own, but I wanted to pump it up and make it a little bit darker. So I grabbed the color Stallion. I believe that's how you say it. It's a black shadow with like blue reflex. It's a really, really pretty shadow. It's so sad that the camera obviously doesn't pick up the blue, what's it called? The blue reflex like glitter on it. I did apply the shadow with my finger because I wanted that, that shimmer to stick into my eyelid. And then I'm going back with the same brush that I used for the Urban Decay shadow and just blending everything in together. I know the video is obviously short, but just know that I did spend a lot of time blending. So if you guys recreate this look, keep that in mind. Like, you're gonna spend time blending your shadow out. But yeah, this color is so pretty. I feel like the camera did no justice to it. So then I went back to the color Culture and just kind of blended everything in together because I felt like it was a little bit harsh. And yeah, so then I'm gonna go ahead and grab a clean makeup wipe and just kind of clean out my under eye area. I'm applying primer. For primer, I'm using my Pixie primer. This is one of my favorite drugstore primers. Highly recommended. Then I'm gonna apply my MAC stroke cream. I really like applying this into like the high points of my face, so like my cupid's bow, my nose, forehead, and like my cheekbones. And I did use my beauty blender to kind of blend everything in together. For foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. Honestly, I feel like I would use this foundation so much back in the day, and I stopped using it. But recently, it was on sale on Target, so I actually bought it, and I'm like in love with it again. I feel like this color really, really matches me because I'm a little bit tanner right now. Then I apply concealer. For concealer, I use my CoverGirl. I'm not sure how I feel about this concealer. I feel like it's very light, like in coverage. So yeah, but it's the only thing I have right now, so the struggle is real. Let me know what's your favorite concealer, because I feel like that's the only thing I struggle with, concealers. But yeah, I'm blending this out with my beauty sponge, and then I'm gonna contour my nose. So you guys see that Sonia thing that I have? That's actually what I use to contour my nose. It's just like a cream bronzer. So I'm really, I feel like I need to do a video more in depth on how I contour, because a lot of you guys have been asking me. I feel like I kind of mastered it. Not mastered it, but I finally found a way to contour my nose. So then I'm using my Airspun and just setting everything, like my nose, underneath my area, my T-zone. I know a lot of people think that's a lot of powder, but trust me, this will make your makeup bulletproof. If you're oily, you need to do this because the oils actually absorb the powder. And then I did clean up like my contour on my nose with the same powder. That's like my favorite thing to do. I feel like it just really makes everything look super clean and sharp, which I really, really love. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use some bronzer. For bronzer, I'm using my NYC Sunny Bronzer, the one that I have in my hand. This was like discontinued in the USA for some weird reason, but you could find it on eBay if you really want a new bronzer. But it's one of my drugstore favorites. I had like backups, so that's why I keep using it. So then I'm gonna go ahead and clean out my cheekbones. I love doing this. I think I wouldn't do this as much, but lately I've been obsessed with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my contour. Just make everything look snatched. So then I'm gonna apply my highlight, and for highlight I'm using my Dose of Colors Fuego highlight by Katie and Desi. This highlight is so good. A lot of people ask me how I make my highlight really stand out. So I basically smile and put it on top of my like the apples of my cheeks. Is that what it's called? So I smile a little bit and like I put it on top. And at first I kind of do like a swipe, and then I blend it in doing circular motions. Then I apply setting spray, which was my Pixie one, and then I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line using all the shadows I used on my lid. This brush is by Anastasia. It's probably one of my favorites to do the bottom lash line. Then I apply some mascara. You guys already know. The L'Oreal Carbon Black mascara is my favorite. And then for lipstick, I'm using the color Quickie by Makeup by Shayla and ColourPop. This is like my favorite nude. Like, I feel like this was my perfect nude. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply lashes. For lashes, I use Pearl Lashes. You guys already know I love these lashes. They're my like go-to. So basically, this is the final look. Just pop your lashes and you're good to go. I hope you guys like this video. It's honestly one of my favorite looks to do. Very dramatic, and I just love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.